Well, hello, if anyone's out there. Decided to do this as a last minute to see how well uh, my internet will work for live stream. As you can see, I had my hair buzzed. I'll probably keep it short. I may let it get a little longer than this because it's kind of hard for you to see it. And so, yeah, we're trying to get this. I see it's frozen up now. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know how well this will work on this internet. Uh, I'm just trying to figure that out. So I don't know if anybody's out there or not because I now show two, so maybe somebody's out there. If you are, let me know how well it's working. Am I freezing up a lot? Um, I don't know. Like I said, this is my first one. I've been putting it off doing because I'm not sure how well the internet will work. And I figured the only way to find out is is to do one. And so that's what we're trying to do. So I don't see any comments, but it does show a few people, well, a couple people at least here. So like I said, it looks like on my cell phone, it's frozen up. So it may be frozen there. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Can I do a live stream from my hotel? Do I have to get a booster or maybe my own internet? Um, Kind of hate getting my own internet because of the simple fact that you're stuck with that for, I think you got to sign at least a year's lease. I don't know if I'll be in an area that will get the same internet for a year. Um, I do like my apartment, so hopefully we'll be staying here for a while. I got a friend that's coming over in September, a guy I used to work with. He's retiring and coming over late September. I don't plan on leaving this place at least till October, maybe November. We'll see. It's a little farther than what I would want to walk to the mall. I can walk to Landers, which is fine. Uh, but we'll have to check on the other. Uh, Now, how much would it cost to move to an area where I could walk to the mall fairly easy? I don't know. I can tell that there's a lag between, even though they're right side by side between my laptop and my cell phone, I can see there's a lag. Jerry, how you doing, man? I'm going to put the invite up, Jerry. I will do that. I don't know how well this will work. So let's see. And so the message has been pinned. If you want to come up, come on up. As you can see, my back. I'm in my living room, kitchen, dining room, uh, whatever you want to call this part. It's a combination of all of it. I'm doing something now that I have not done in many years. I had an uncle who would drink instant coffee all the time. And so we're talking, I was still living in Indiana, which is well over 30 years ago. We're talking, uh, I'm talking about since I had the coffee. I left Indiana 30 years ago. This August will be 30 years that I left Indiana. But it was before that, the last time I had instant coffee until I moved here. I always brewed my own coffee, or bought it, went out and got coffee out. But here at the house, I don't have a coffee pot. I don't plan on buying one right now, maybe later. So I'm drinking Folgers Instant Black. I don't know if you can read that or not. It's got my name on there. It says freedom isn't free. I donated money to a monument being built in DC, and they gave me that cup for the amount of money that I donated. I don't know if you can see it in the background or not, but I got my Colts coffee mug back here and my Navy mug that a guy I used to work with, Jeff, gave to me. Jerry, you look to be frozen. That could be on my end because I got a spinning on my cell phone. Yeah, you're moving now. I can see you, Jerry. I don't hear you, but I can see you.
Yeah, I'm not speaking. I don't know because I could see the lag earlier.
Yeah. Well, I could hear you there, but it was kind of echoey. So I don't know if that's, like I said, I don't know how. This is the first time I've tried to do a live stream here.
Right.
I may have to get a repeater or get my own internet. I just don't know yet.
What internet are you using?
But I don't know. It's the complex's internet.
No, they might have either convert. Yeah.
So like I said, I may need to get a booster just to strengthen it, or I may have to get my own. We don't know yet. But I figured, well, I'll give it a try. We'll do a last minute one. I've been wanting to do one, and so I got up a little earlier than I'd been getting up. Took a quick shower, got dressed. I still don't know if I'm leaving the apartment today. Oh, I did meet up with Dan and Man Minnie on Friday. We met at the on the terraces at Cebu Business Park Mall. And had a nice chat. We talked for about, I don't know, an hour, 2 hours. Time went fairly quickly. I'd say about an hour and a half. Had a good little visit. I know they had plans for yesterday and today. Sometime when they come back, probably not this trip, maybe the next trip. We'll go see Ma'am Mertz. But she just had a baby boy, so kind of figured she probably doesn't want to get out and about too much. Yeah. The brand new baby, she may have still been in the hospital. Oh, Dan's doing a live too? Yeah, I may switch over to that. He did an interview of me. He said he's going to put it up later. I had a little more hair on that interview. So I just got my hair cut yesterday. I went to the mall again. So that's 2 days. I do go out of 7 days. I probably go to the mall about 5, maybe 6. I don't go every day because, like I said, I do stay home. And well, Mike, I'm enjoying it. I thank you for coming as well. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. Like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do about the internet here. I may have to get a booster or get my own internet. I noticed that my cell phone shows that it freezes up quite a bit. I understand the lag. I think YouTube does that, so if you do something wrong, they can block it.
Yeah, it's like watching something live on the TV where there's a 5 or 7 second. In case there's like profanity or something happens,
it's 5 to 10 seconds. Yeah, and that started happening because of the Super Bowl incident. It was one of the reasons.
Yeah.
If you remember that one with was that Paula Abdul? Or
no,
was that
Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson.
Yeah, Janet Jackson. The nipple incident.
And it wasn't on purpose, but it happened.
Yeah, and Yeah, my goatee has been snow white. My whole beard's actually snow white, and has been for quite some time. If I grow my whole beard, I look like Santa Claus. Uh, the only part of my, and this is the last time I grew it. It's been a while since I've grown a mustache, but the mustache was the only thing that still had a little bit of color, uh, and that was more gray than white. It was see my whole beard used to be a dark red, and now it's white. It just, that's what happened to it. I blame my mom's dad for that. Now he was a corn silk blonde. He was real light blonde, but his hair went snow white when he was, I think, in his 50s. And I mean, it was snow white, just like my beard. But his hair was that way. He never grew a beard. I don't know if his beard was or not. Probably was. But Chelsea, how you doing? Thank you for coming. I have a little bit of Scottish and Irish both in me. I also have German. I also have Native American. The Native American is from my mom's mother. The German and that is from my mom's dad. My dad's family was more English, but my mom's mother's side of the family were not only Native American, but they were also Scottish. The Irish, I can't remember exactly where that came from, but yeah, I'm a Mutt or a Hind 57. My grandmother was raised on the reservation in West Virginia. She would claim to be Caucasian, and that's what she said, Caucasian. She told me she was Caucasian when I was about 4 or 5 years old. I had a dark red beard. My dad had a reddish tint to his beard, but he was dark brown or black hair. He was more brown, but he had a reddish tint to his beard. My younger brother was a redhead. Now my hair was a kind of a strawberry blonde. Now when it got wet, it was a dark red, but when it was dry, it was a very light red. And if I went swimming in the pool during the summer, which I did a lot, it bleached it out to blonde. But like I said, my beard was a dark red. My eyebrows were light red. My arms, the hair on my arms was blonde. I had different hair color in different places. We won't go into all of it. But yeah, like I said, the hair on my head was mostly like a strawberry blonde, a little more blonde than red. But like I said, when it got wet, it would be red. You can see the red in it. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I need to do and how much. Oh, Dan's doing a walking video chat, doing a Chris and Cebu thing. Yeah, he's in Cebu. I'm not sure where he's at right now, but he's in Cebu. Oh, I'm not taking over for Chris and Cebu. I can't do those walking, talking chats. I'd be stumbling, falling, and breaking my ankle or my leg or something.
Yeah, they're not as easy as you think.
Oh, it's a lot hard, especially when you're in a place where there's missing. You step and you're not careful, you're going to step into a hole, even though you're supposed to be on the sidewalk. And then, so like I said, trying to watch where you're walking, plus watching the chat is very difficult. Yeah, the sidewalks are uneven as well. But I've seen areas where chunks of the sidewalk were gone. I walked from where I live to Landers, which is about a half mile. And I was soaking in sweat. But it was a good walk. But like I said, there was areas where I had to get off the sidewalk because of either how uneven it was or the hole in the sidewalk was like, well, I don't want to try to step over that. I don't trust it. So I walked around it. I've seen, as people have shown on videos, I've seen motorcycles actually get up on the sidewalk and drive down it. I was in a car and one motorcycle got up there and two others followed him. Oh yeah. If I was ever going to do a video while I'm moving, it would probably be in the car taking the video of the traffic, showing how, the motorcycles move in and out and how they switch lanes and the stuff like that. Yeah, the landmines. Yeah, Mike, you got to watch out for the landmines too. Although I haven't seen as many landmines when I was walking as what probably Chris did. I haven't got down to Chris's area yet. That's some place I do want to go to. I want to go down to the Fuente Circle and see the perch and the mall there. No, I've not tried a jeepney yet. I've taken a motorcycle. That's the last time I'll do it. It wasn't a very long ride, but it wasn't comfortable. My back was hurting by the time we got done. If they had a backrest, I probably would have done it. I'd probably do it again. But I've taken the meter taxi. I've taken the taxi where we agreed on the price beforehand. And the price beforehand, I told them included the tip, which would be about what I would pay for a Grab, because I've taken the Grab enough. I use the Grab mostly. So I've done both of those, the metered, unmetered Grab, and the motorcycle. I just haven't done the bus, or what I think didn't Chris called it the beat bus. Haven't done that, or the jeepney.
Did you do the what is the motorcycle? The Ancas? Is that it?
The what?
Ancas, isn't that the motorcycle?
Yeah, I've done the hobble hobble, or whatever they call it, the motorcycle.
Oh, the hobble hobble, the other one.
I haven't done one with the sidecar yet. No,
Okay.
I haven't seen one in Cebu. I'm sure they're here, but I just hadn't seen it to catch it.
Do they have a Joyride over there?
Huh?
Do they have Joyride?
I think I've seen Joyride, but I don't have an app for it or anything. I got to Grab at. I did that right after I got to the Philippines. I got my Filipino phone. That was one of the first things I downloaded was Grab app. I don't have the Gcash.
I have Gcash, but I'm not verified. I'm not verified for Gcash. I have the Maya. The Maya, I'm verified with that one. Maya, something similar to.
Whenever I use my card to pay for something, it always says Maya.
Okay, I have Maya.
My card. I'm saying when I go to the store and I use my card to pay for whatever I bought, when they give me my receipt, a lot of times it says Maya on it, authorized by Maya or something like that.
Yep.
So I must use my card to pay Maya, and Maya pays them. That's what I'm figuring.
Yeah,
Hey, Tim, how you doing, man?
That's the one that I use when I transfer money over there now. I transfer it to me, and then I transfer it out.
Well, I have my USAA Federal Savings Bank account, and it reimburses the ATM fees. At least so far, they reimbursed all of them because I haven't used it. They only reimburse so much a month, my understanding. It's like $15-20 a month. I haven't hit that amount that they don't reimburse it yet. I'll find out later. I did I've gone to Union Bank, which is real close to the Business Park Mall, and they'll let you take out 20,000 pesos.
Yeah, my friend has Union Bank. That's what she uses with her employer.
Yeah, for HSBC, will let you take out 40,000 pesos.
HSBC, is that German?
For you and me both, Jerry. So I just came back. I'll probably do HSBC sometime, but I got to figure out where it's at. Either take a grab ride to it, or figure out how to walk to it from Jerry and Dan and Man Minnie, when they left me, was heading over to HMBC. I probably should have asked them if they cared if I walked along with them just to find out where it was at.
Yeah.
Because that amount, I can pull that out a couple times a month, and I know they'll recover the ATMs all the time. And that's more than that would probably be all I would need for the month as far as cash goes. Actually, I would need more than I need for the month for cash, but would also pay my rent. So, and then hit the Union Bank maybe once, and should be enough to cover my electric. My electric's separate, although they really don't charge a lot for the electric here. They do it some places, but here it doesn't seem to be that high. I'll find out for sure. I'll know how much I'm spending, because right now I am not turning my air conditioner off. I leave, and I'll leave. I'll be gone 5-6 hours or more, but I will not turn my air conditioner off. I don't turn it, adjust the temperature or anything like I did back home in New York. I want to find out what it's going to cost me. If it didn't cost me as much as it did in New York per month, and I can leave it on all the time, I'll just leave it on. Because when you walk in especially if you've been walking and you're hot, and you walk in and the air conditioner is not on, I guess I could turn the fan on. I bought a fan. I don't use it all the time. But like I said, the first month I just wanted to use the air conditioner the whole time. I'm not sure what mine is. They told me, I just don't remember. I know it's not as high as some people have said theirs is. I'll find out a little more. Like I said, I'm not too worried about it. What I want to know is what it costs me per month. If it's higher than I want to spend, then I'll start turning the air conditioner off after this month. But this month, I'm going to let it run the whole time. I ran into a guy from Canada yesterday at the mall, and he's not old enough to retire. I guess he could retire. He's 60, but he figures he needs to work a few more years. He'd been in the logging industry. First time he'd ever been to the Philippines. He came because, he's with a Filipina and they had a baby, and they came to see her family. Her family lives in this area in Cebu. And I was talking with him. His name was Kerry. I didn't catch his last name. I know you don't know him, Mike, because he lives in a different part of the country. That's not what I'm saying. He has a 5-month, I believe he said 5-month-old daughter. I did meet her and his wife and talk to them. We were in line at Bowes to get a cup of coffee, and we both got brewed coffee, and we sat and talked for a while. And his wife and her family came in and talked with us for a little bit, and because it was hot out there on the terrace. And that's one of the reasons why I was sitting inside, and talked with them for a while. Then a little later on, I went and got my hair cut, walked around some, got something to eat, and I came home. But I was out maybe maybe 5 hours, if that long. I wasn't out real long.
What's your favorite breakfast?
Now, Mike, when I go to the when I decide to go to the Dumagetti, I want to go for more than just a weekend. I don't want to go maybe for a week, but I like to make it like a long weekend. Leave on Thursday, come back on a Monday or Tuesday. So, not quite a full week, but get over there because I want to see Dumagetti, and I also want to run up to Valencia on Sunday for the Sunday market. So whenever I do go over there, I'm going to spend a little more time, see what's going on. Now, whether I take the Sirius or maybe the Fast Ferry, I don't know yet. The Sirius bus, you would have to go on the Roro. And I don't know how long of a ride that would be. I know Dan and Minnie like to take the overnight, the Roro, and get the VIP room and relax and sleep on the ride over. Bye does have a Fast Ferry now, but it doesn't run very often. And I guess it gets canceled some because they're still working everything out. I would probably use a Fast Ferry, although the overnight wouldn't be bad as long as I got the VIP room because it has air conditioning. Yeah, I know Valencia is not too far from Dumagetti. And so, like I said, I do want to get over there. I do want to see Dumagetti. I'd like to run up to, like I said, Valencia, maybe run a bike and ride. Like I said, if I'm driving it, if my back starts to hurt, I can always stop, get off, and do something. But if I can rent a bike with a little bit of a backrest, it would help me go farther. Either, rent a bike myself or hire a driver to go around. But I'm a poor boy. I'd rather rent a bike and at least give that a try. But I really do want to get over to Dumagetti eventually. Oh, by the way, talking about Dumagetti, Miss P, I guess, is here in Cebu right now. I didn't see her. She put up a video and mentioned that she was talking to this one guy that does visas, K1 visas and stuff like that. And he happens to be in Cebu. He has a place of business in Cebu. She was sitting outside talking with him. At least it looked like they were outside. And I mentioned to her, kind of reminded me of the terrace. I don't think she was at the terrace. I don't think she was at Business Park. There was yellow umbrellas where you could sit under those. Bowls has got black umbrella, either that or real dark green umbrellas that they sit under. But I just happened to mention that. Now, it was a good video. I used JRC. That's who I used. I had Clark, who was my agent for finding my place. And then I used JRC as well for renewing my my visa. So my visa's already been renewed for a month. And they said they'll remind me when it's time to do it again. And then I'll do 2 months at a time. So first 2 months, 1 month each, the first one free naturally. And so we'll do that and we'll get things going. Like I said, I probably won't travel any until I get my second visa extension where I have 2 months. Because right now, like I said, I'm still trying to get settled into here. And I don't want to be traveling when I'm waiting on my passport to come back to me. Because, Mike, you probably know, especially if you had some, it was less, for them to do it was less than $20. It was under $20, and that's for them to do all of it. So for their cost, it's a normal cost for the visa itself. You know, you pay the visa cost plus less. It was less than $20 for them, like $19 or something, and that's because of the exchange rate. All right, it was less than. It was about 1,000 pesos. So you do the conversion rate. And like I said, I did get some change back from the money I gave them. I don't know if that was their change from them, the change from the government. I think it was the change from the government, but just some loose change. It wasn't like a lot of money. But if you could take in consideration your time going over there, filling out all the paperwork, then having to go back and get it. So your time for that, plus the cost of going over there to do it the first time, and going back home, then the cost going over there and back home again, it might cost me a couple of bucks, but when you consider my time, I just assume pay them, because I thought about doing it myself. The first one, I really did. I thought about doing it myself, and then I thought about, well, you know, the cost of going over there, spending however long I got to spend in line to get in there and get it started, and the cost going back home, then the cost going back over and picking it back up, are paying for the express where you know, it's just like, it's not worth it to me. I would just as soon pay them to do it. I'm sure they got people that's all they do. I know I talked to a young lady that took all the information down, filled it all out had me fill it out. They filled it out, and they now have it on file. And they say that, well, I won't have to fill all that, sign all that stuff again because it's all taken care of. So I only had to do that part once. And so, yeah. RJ Consultants. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. Now I'm not going to get into what I paid for the rental help, but that included them looking for the places, finding out what I'm looking for, my amount that I was wanting to spend, and I gave them a range of it. And I upped it because I wanted a one bedroom. I said I better up it. So we were within pretty close to what I wanted. I took the very first place they showed me because they gave me a month to month. They did not demand, they offered a 6 month and they offered a 1 year. But they wanted 2 months, first and last month rent, and then 2 months security deposit for both. Now, if I took the year, the last month would have been free. They give you an extra month. I'm not sure how it worked, but you get 1 month free. The 6 months, well, you just paid all 6 months. You know, there is no free month. The month to month, I paid 1 month deposit, 1 month rent. And I can stay as long as I want. So when they offered me that, it's like, sold. I'm taking this one. I don't need to look at any others. I like the place. If you ever follow Amazing Philippines, Rod, he put up a video, if you haven't seen mine, just the other day. It looked like, I think he was putting an old one back up with new words. My lady, how you doing? Thank you for coming. And but anyway, the very first 1 bedroom he showed, I think he only showed the one, looked exactly like my apartment. I mean, from the time you walk in, everything looked just like my place. Not like it looks now because I've added stuff, but I'm talking about the room itself looked exactly like this. So unless they got more than one room with the same kind of painting, I'm pretty sure that was my one bedroom apartment they were showing. Well, that's fine, Tim. I plan on staying here. I don't plan on leaving for at least 6 months. But if I can do a month to month, I only had to give up one deposit. Yeah, that's Jerry on the other screen, my lady. I can't, as you can see, he's moving the camera a little bit. But I don't know if he's has his sound on.
Yeah, I got the audio.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to say my lady was asking about you, my lady Enchantress.
Oh, Lady E.
Yeah, Lady E's here.
Hello, Lady E. I'm just waiting for these animals to go in so I can go to sleep.
Yeah, Lady E just acted that was you on the other camera, and I told her it was.
Yeah, she'll.
And,
as soon as she sees the manok, the chickens, she'll know.
Yeah. So yeah, it just like I said, this is the last minute stream, everybody. I wasn't sure how well it would work. So there's a good chance I'll start setting my clock for Sunday to get up early enough to do the live. But we'll see. And Lady E says, okay, very nice chicken, Jerry.
Yeah, they're like
Lady
egg
E,
laying.
yeah. Lady E, I translate for you because he's on his cell phone and it's hard for him to read the chat.
Well, I don't see it at all. I would need to go.
Still in Cebu. Yes, my lady, I'm still in Cebu. I plan on staying here at least till I'd say November, maybe longer. I plan on staying in this one bedroom apartment that long. I don't know if I'll. I will take a trip somewhere during that time period. I'll probably go over to Dumaguete at least once, somewhere in there. I don't know if I'll go anywhere else during that time frame. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure out what it's going to cost me per month to live the lifestyle I'm living. Do I have to adjust it? As long as I don't run into any financial trouble compared to what I got coming in, I won't have to adjust it. But I am running my air conditioned 24/7. If I have to, I can adjust that. Maybe I'll adjust where I cook more at home. I do fix my meals at home some. I usually eat my breakfast at home, not always, but I usually have breakfast at home. And if it becomes an adjustment need, I'll start eating my breakfast at home all the time. And I'll start eating my dinner some here, which means I'll go out less. But I'd rather be able to go out and eat 4 or 5 times a week, which is about what I've been doing. About 5 times a week, sometimes more. And I'm talking days, not meals. Because like I said, if I eat, a lot of times if I have my breakfast out, I'll eat my dinner out as well. So like I said, I may just end up adjusting that where I only eat out once a day. And it'll probably be my dinner. Get out when it's cooler in the day because I don't get up real early to get out in the cool of the morning. And we're both, well, there we go. Right now, I'm not sure which. Okay. I think the one on the cell phone is frozen up. It's just re-showing the same thing. It's showing the chickens in the coop. The one on my computer is showing the cat licking its own paws and and scratching his ears.
I don't know if Lady E is still around, but I would have asked her if that reminds her of Bruno.
Yeah.
Bruno used to be
Well,
her.
I think she is. Lady, I usually go to the business park. I like the terrace. And she goes, and she did say Bruno.
Yeah, I was gonna ask her if that reminds her of Bruno.
She goes, yes, ha ha ha, looks like Bruno. But yeah, I do go to IT Park once in a while, but I prefer the business park mall. I started going there because that's where JRC is located, is in Business Park. And his office is almost directly across from the mall. And I've got to where if the weather's halfway decent, I like to sit out on the terrace. We just lost Jerry. I don't know if he took himself down or what happened. But I do like the terraced area where you can sit outside and drink your coffee. And yeah, Ayala Mall area. I really like that area. I think I've told you all before. I got to get that fixed. And I decided the dental place I'm going is in that mall. It's called Green Apple Dental. So we'll see the way they're talking, because I happen to be diabetic. I don't know if y'all know that or not. I've never hit it, but I've never talked a lot about it. But because of being diabetic, a lot of things take longer to heal. You get cut or scratched, it can take longer to heal. Well, yeah, I'm usually in that area, and if it's really hot, I walk inside. Lady E, you see me, say hi. I'm a little more recognizable because of my chin whiskers. But yeah, when I'm there, I usually walk inside. Occasionally, I'll walk around the whole terrace area all the way around. I've been known to stop at Starbucks if I get there early, have something to drink there, then I walk all the way around, then go back in on the Bowles side and take a break. Maybe I'll have another cup of coffee at Bowles. If I'm there in the morning, I drink anywhere from 3 to 4 cups of coffee in the morning. I just finished my second one, so I still got a couple more to drink before I finish for the day. And then there's times when okay, I did not know that. Yeah, I was actually staying at a hotel in La Hogue, and so if you were there for a week, I was in the hotel the whole time. I was at 18 suites, and that convinced me it didn't even have a place to cook. And as small as it was like, man, you had some place to cook in here. And because I knew I want a refrigerator and a place to cook. Because I know me. I'm not going to go out every day. I mean, I may for a week or so, but there's going to be some weeks I'll stay in 2 or 3 days. That's me. I mean, I enjoy sitting around my own place, relaxing. And I was at Bowles having a cup of coffee and talking with one of the older gentlemen. He said he's been there for a long time. Hey, BCM, how you doing? And I was talking with him. He says, well, I don't need an apartment, 1 bedroom. All I need is a studio. He says, I'm not going to stay in that. All I need is a place to sleep. I thought, well, that's fine for you. That's all you want. I like a place to move around in. I like a place that I can relax in. Like I said, I don't plan on going out every day. Now, if I lived in Smooth Business Park or IT Park, I'd probably go out each day. Although I wouldn't go out all day. I know me. I would spend a lot of time in my apartment still. I would go out and okay. Yeah, I walked to Landers, my lady. It's less than a half mile from my apartment. So I have walked to Landers once. It's not a very level walk. All right, my lady, you have a good day now. Take care. Yeah, our pets always want to eat at the same time. They don't care what else is going on. You have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And so, like I said, it just, I do most of my walking at the mall. Anna Mae, how you doing? Thank you for coming, Anna Mae. And you know something, I should have did this. I didn't think about it when she was here. And so, Lady Enchantress, I just made, if you're not gone yet, I just made you a monitor. E Chan, I didn't see you come in. Thank you for coming in. This must be one of your ninja channels. So there you go. Thanks for coming, everybody. Appreciate the raid. Like I said, I'm just trying to see how well this works here in my apartment here. Yes, I'm still in Cebu, in case some of you don't realize it. This is my apartment at Santoni's place. It's about it's less than a half mile from Business Park, the start of what they consider the business park. It's less than a half mile from Landers. Now, to get to the mall, it's about a mile, maybe. It's right around a mile from my place to the mall. That's a little farther in this kind of weather than I want to walk. So I take a grab if I'm going there. I have walked to Landers. Miner, how you doing? Miner? We appreciate you coming. This is the first time you've been here, man. How you doing? Let's give you a monitor there. Jahila. I'm not sure how you pronounce your name, but Jahila is the way I'll pronounce it. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But yeah, we weren't sure how well this would work. It's working about as well as I hoped. Well, not quite as well as I hoped, but better than I feared. How's that? I was afraid it wouldn't work with diddly darn. I was hoping it would work like back home, but it does. I knew that was kind of a false hope. A pipe dream, as some people would say. Hey, Pamela, how you doing? Thanks for coming. So we're just trying to get back into the change of things. Lorraine, how you doing, Lorraine? Thank you for coming. And so we're appreciate the raid from ABCM. And I don't know how much longer I'll be going. Like this was, I thought about it last night. I thought, well, if I get up in time, I won't set my alarm. If I get up in time, I'll do one. That's why it's a last minute. And as you probably noticed, guess where I'm at. Then the extra part was last minute live stream. It was to check the viability of doing one. So it seems to be working well enough that I can do it. I know, like I said, there's freezing on my cell phone, so hopefully if it freezes on yours, you can still hear me. and I can read your comments. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's working pretty well. So I'll probably do another one next week. Although I'll probably set my alarm next week instead of relying on luck to get up. I got up early enough that I shaved and took a shower and got dressed. If I hadn't and was still got up early enough to do the live stream, you wouldn't have known it. I wouldn't have told you that I did that, but I wouldn't have told you I didn't take a shower or anything like that. But next week I'll set the alarm so I can get up early enough to take my shower and get ready, and I can't promise I'll be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, which means wide awake and ready to go. For those of you that don't know that expression, but I do promise that I'll be up and ready to go and do a live stream. So we'll set it up, and y'all have more of an advanced notice for next week's. I don't know what I'll call it. I have no clue, but I promised the first live stream I did in the Philippines is going to be Guess Where I'm At. So that's why this one had to be named that, even though most of you probably knew I was already here because of some of the shorts that I put up. So I'm sorry I haven't been putting up a whole lot. Haven't been out walking around. So I might do a couple. And see what's going on. Dan suggested I do a live stream sitting on the terrace. If I did that, I'd have to do it on my cell phone because I'm not taking this laptop there. This laptop happens to be bigger than I want to carry around. I'd have to use a backpack and not I guess they make them where you can use a backpack it's a sling bag, but I've not seen one that large. I've seen where they can hold a 10-inch tablet, but this is a lot bigger than a 10-inch. If I had a 10-inch tablet, yeah, I would probably try to take the chance to see if I could do it. A live stream there. I carry this with me. This is my cell phone holder. As you can see, I carry that with me when I go to the mall in case I want to sit down and watch a video or two, which I do occasionally. Sometimes I don't watch anything. I have it with me if I want to. I got a sling bag. It's not the best, but it works. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different compartments. But like I said, none of them are big enough to hold my laptop. My cell phones I can put in there, but I just carry them in my front pocket. And yes, I said cell phones. I have two. I have the one I showed you is my U.S. phone number. And then I got one for my Filipino phone. So, because this one's that I have is only a single SIM card cell phone. And it's much better than the one I have for my, it's a much better phone than I have for my Filipino phone number. But it works. The Filipino phone number works. Both of them are Samsungs. This is a better model. This is a Galaxy S21. That's an A07. It's only a 4G, where this is 5G. So I may upgrade later on to a 5G for my Filipino phone as well. But I bought that. It was just let's get something right now, something not too expensive, which is what I did. And I got myself a Filipino phone number so I could get Grab and some other things. And so my email, I'm not my email, my Facebook on there, I really don't use. I don't like the fact that they picked my name for me. They did not let me pick my own name. So I'm not giving that information out because I don't like it. You have my Facebook uh, uh, information from the United States. I still get that. That's still connected to those Facebook pages. And so if you want, if you don't, are not connected to Sammy, how you doing, man? I just saw you come in, lady. So how you been, girl? Yes, I'm still in Cebu. This is the my apartment. I'm just sitting here, and that behind me there, like I said, you see, look like the blue you can see in that small cup. That's a horseshoe. That Indianapolis Colts, there's on their helmets have horseshoes, and the taller cup right next to it is U.S. Navy. A guy I used to work with, Jeff, gave me that before I left. When I retired, he gave that to me as a gift. So I brought that with me. I brought the Colts, and then I brought two other cups. So I brought this one here. It says "Freedom isn't free," and then it's got my name on the back of it. They were building a monument for veterans, and they requested money, and I sent them some money, and the amount that I sent them was a free cup, and I didn't care about the cup. I was just trying to help them build the monument for the vets. I think it was Vietnam veterans, are disabled. I can't remember which, but anyway, they sent me the cup. It's a nice cup. Got that dark. I don't know if you can see it. That's a dark blue, so it doesn't show coffee stains. So that's my coffee cup. The darker the blue, the better I like it. I could use my Colts cup. It's got a dark blue as well, but I just got it setting up there. If anything happens to this one, I'll probably start drinking out of that. My other cup, let me get that. I'll show you it. I think I've shown this one before. This is the cup I drink water out of with the light blue. I bought this cup only because of what it says on it. I don't know if you can read that. It says, I have the vocabulary of a well-educated sailor. Well, those of you that know me, I'm a sailor, a former sailor. Abby G, how you doing? And I do have I do have the vocabulary of a well-educated sailor. And I wasn't even looking for a cup when I found this one. If I have not told you the story before, so I'll tell it now. I was looking to buy T-shirts, I believe. And somebody had that cup and set it in the T-shirt area. I didn't find the size T-shirts I was looking for, but I found that cup and I had to buy it. It was just like, that's me. It's perfect for me. I suit that saying to a T. So I drink my water out of that. I don't like the glasses that came with this apartment. They're nice glasses. They're a pain to clean, to look at them. It's just like to get down to the bottom and actually clean them would be a pain. And so I just don't do it. I have things popping up telling me stories that are there to look at. But yeah, so those are the two cups I use mostly. I've been thinking about buying something else. I have some G0, which is Gatorade Zero. Helps replenishes your things, your vitamins and minerals that you sweat out. But I'm trying to decide what to drink that out of. Like I said, I don't like the cups they gave. I do have a couple Coke Zeros still, so I'll drink those. And if I have to, I'll start drinking the G Zero out of my water cup. I don't want to ruin it with my coffee until I clean it. But like I said, every morning I gotta have my coffee. So yeah, hey Peter, how you doing, man? I just saw your name there. Thanks for coming. Like I said, I do know there is a lag in the video on my chat compared to my computer. So I know you guys are seeing stuff after I basically say it. But yeah, so we're enjoying my visit or my stay. I don't know how long I'll stay here in Cebu. I do plan on staying quite a while in the Philippines. I may never go back to the States. I don't know. My plan is not to go back. Okay, that's the plan. But there's an old saying among Christians, you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. So my plan is to stay here, but God may say, no, Larry, you can't do it, either because I can't take it or because something else happens. You just don't know. But my plan is to stay in the Philippines. If I can find a place I like, I enjoy this place. But like I said, the first few months here, it's going to be great. Yeah, Peter, I'm in the Philippines. I've been here since May 19th. I've been in Cebu since the 21st. I stayed in Lapu-Lapu the first 2 nights, and then moved to Cebu, Lahug, 18 suites, and then I got this apartment January 1st. I got a 1-bedroom. You can call it a condo apartment. I don't care what you call it. It's 1-bedroom. I did not want a studio. I'm sorry. I like the ability to move around and relax. I just can't do that. I just don't believe I could ever really relax in a studio. It's just so small, especially the newer ones. They're so small. It's like a lot of times the TV is over your bed. I don't want to have to sit in my bed to watch TV at the right angle. I'm not really watching that TV, but it's there if I want to. I can watch stuff on my laptop here. I happen to, I was going to say this, I happen to have my laptop sitting on top of a piece of luggage. So it sits up higher. So I'm not looking down. I'm looking down some, but not, that's a good foot up off the table, maybe a foot, maybe over a foot, but it's a good foot. It's a good 12 inches. Setting up higher than what I would if I had it just sitting on the table. Now, if I sit on the kitchen table, and I may try that some other time, try that setup, sit over at the kitchen table and do a live stream. I've been looking for what they call a laptop riser or laptop. The 2 different things. They lift the laptop up. I found 2, neither kind the kind I wanted. The first one I found was a better one. It's a stand, a laptop stand, but it stands it up a little bit and leans it towards you instead of standing straight. And The other kind you put together and it does the same thing. But the one I found, the first one has a little fan that you can turn on that'll keep your laptop from overheating. The kind I'm looking for is called a stand and not a stand, called a riser. The stand that kind of has it lean, and you put it there and it leans towards you some. The keyboard leans towards you. The stand is like setting it on a table, but it raises it up off the table. The air goes underneath it, which is what I had in Waterville Elite. Hey, Sammy, thank you for coming. But it's been a while since Sammy's been here. But it's been a while since I've done a live stream too. So we appreciate everybody coming. And I know I can buy one, but I'd have to. Right now, the only place I can find it is like Shopee. I could buy it through Amazon, but I think I'd have to pay to have it. And all right, Sammy, you take care of it. And thank you, young lady, for coming. We appreciate it. You try to enjoy the rest of your day, Sammy. But so, like I said, I know I can get a riser. How do I have to go and get it? I don't have a Shopee account. I'm not sure if I can set one up without Gcash. If I can do it with PayPal, maybe I'll go ahead and do it and have it order one and have it sent here. But we'll see. I do want to get the riser. Whether I set it on the kitchen table or set it here, doesn't matter. But I want the riser for that reason, because it makes it easier to do the live stream because you got it up. You don't have to worry about it. If you're worried about the laptop getting too warm, even with the riser, you can always put a fan underneath it. No, I've not tried Temu. I would not going to use Temu. I'll go with Shopee or what's the other one here local? I know they still come from China, but I just don't want to deal with Temu. I didn't like their, in the States I wouldn't use them, so I won't use them here. Hey Fire, Jay Fire, how you doing? Thanks for coming. And so yeah, it's just, we're just now trying, like I said, get everything straightened out. And I don't want to buy too much stuff, because if I book, how much of it can I take with me? I'm in Cebu. Philippines. I've been here in Cebu since the 21st of May. I've been in the Philippines since the 19th. I was in Lapu-Lapu for 2 days. I spent 2 nights there. Then I came to Cebu. I was in the Lohog 18 Suites Hotel. And now I'm in my apartment. I moved in here on June 1st. So I've been in my apartment now for how many days is it now? Well, I've been here full 12 days. This is my 13th day in the apartment. I moved in on the 1st, right around noon. Like I said, this is the first place I looked at. I did hire an agent to find me a place. This is the first place he showed me. Lazada, that's it, Jerry. Thank you. And it's like, I like this place. I was able to get it month to month instead of having to sign a long term. If you want to see this, you can look up. I did a video on it where I just showed the place, before I unpacked and bought anything. Now, if you really want to know a little bit more about it, if you know who Amazing Philippines, Rod from Amazing Philippines, he just put up I think it was an older video, but he redid a revoice and gave an update on the cost of stuff. He showed, I believe it was this apartment. If it's not this apartment, it looks just like this apartment. And then they showed a 2 and 3 bedroom, couple of those here at this place as well. Here are the people the person that owns the building owns all the apartments. So you're dealing with just one person or one group of people. The manager manages all of it. And so that makes it a little more convenient. It's not like, well, it's just a little bit different setup than some places. Some places you go there, the building's owned by one group of people and the condos are owned by somebody else. And so you have to deal with the person that owns the condos, and they may not be spinning. So but here when you come in, the is the apartment manager. You don't have to worry about visiting with somebody else. It's all one person, one group. Or, well, in this case, it's actually 2 people. There's one that works in one office, and the office next to him is another one, but they work for the same people. So it's all one group of people. I don't have to say, well, I'm here to look at this apartment, and they have to get a hold of the person, or the agent has to show up. The apartment agent, well, the apartment agent is the building agent. And I did not know that when I did it. It just, I have not got my first month utilities yet. I'll let you know. The rent is 30,000 pesos. You do the conversion to wherever you're from. I'm not dating anyone. I'm not looking to date, Peter. I did not come here to look to date. I came here to see how well I can afford to live. I'm not saying I won't date later. I'm just not looking to date right at the moment. I want to find where I want to live. Is it Cebu? Is it Dumaguete? Is it Iloilo? Is it Davao City? I want to decide where I want to live before I start dating. I'm 72 years old, Pete. I'm not looking to hook up right away. At my age, I'm going to tell you, I've had quite a few girls talk with me and flirt with me. Some of them I'm not so sure if they're the kind of girl I want to be introduced to my family. Some of them were. I mean, you got both styles. If you ever watched a video where the guys are sitting on the terrace, what they call the terrace, which is the outside part of Ayala Mall and Business Park, and women will come up, they do come up. And Bowles is well known for that. I said at Bowles, I've had quite a few try to hit on me there. And like I said, there again, kind that I would, but yeah, I could, except for their age, some of them are for me, they're way too young. I'm not looking for a teenager or somebody in their 20s. Anybody out there that's in that age thinking, oh, maybe I can get together with Larry? Well, maybe. Like I said, you tell God your plans and he'll either decide you're right or he'll laugh at you. I would prefer someone, I'm just going to be honest with you. I couldn't keep up with an 18 or 20-year-old. I just couldn't do it. And I didn't. Now, I got off late at night, so there were nobody mugging me. Hey, Jamie, how you doing, man? Thanks for coming. I didn't arrive in the Philippines till 10 o'clock at night in the Philippines. And the only women I did see was working for the airport. Okay? That's the only women I saw. I got because I flew into Cebu Mactan Airport. I did not go through Manila. I avoided Manila. I did not want to go through there. And my e-travel, I didn't have it quite done yet when I got here. And the girls that had to check to let me in to go in and actually go through custom and get my luggage and everything, they finished my e-travel. I hadn't started. They finished it for me. And yeah. But well, I'm going to tell you something, Jay Fire. Right now, she's a keeper. She offers to pay for her own meal. Because I don't expect anyone, to pay for your meal when you first meet, especially here in the Philippines. They're going to expect you to pay because you got money. Yesterday, I was walking around the mall to get some steps in, and I had a young lady say hi. I said hi back, and she asked me where I was from. I told her. And she asked me what I was doing. I told her I was getting ready to go get something to eat. Her first question was after that was, "Are you asking me to go?" I said, "No. I'm not asking you to join me for dinner." It was dinner. And I went to Greenwich and had their lasagna. It was okay, but it was very small portions. I knew it was going to be, so I ordered 2 of them. And that was enough. I mean, one wouldn't have been enough. And, but yeah, I've had them come up and like I said, I've had some. Now, this one looked like a nice young lady, and she was probably hoping to hook up with a Kano. And she said she just got off work. She worked at a hotel. But it's like, no, I'm not looking for someone right now. I'm just not doing it. Peter, Robert, how you doing, man? Jet lag was pretty bad the first few days. That's why I spent 2 days in Lapu, because I just wanted 2 days to do nothing. I got up, went down, had breakfast. I pretty much stayed. Excuse me, the StreamYard kicked me out. They said try again. So I'm sorry for being dead there for the length of time I was dead. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if a booster would help me or if I got my own Wi-Fi. I'm using the building's Wi-Fi. And we've been going for over an hour or so before it went dead on me. So I guess I can't complain too much. But like I said, though, I myself personally, I want to figure out where I want to live. Do I want to live here in Cebu going forward and not just make this someplace I'm staying where I'm trying to figure out where to live? Or do I want to live somewhere else, like I said earlier, Dumaguete, Davao City, Iloilo, maybe somewhere on the island of Luzon? I have to figure that out before I try to find someone to be with, because all of you that are married or dating Filipinas probably know that they want to be near their loved ones, and I don't want them to choose where I live, especially being that we haven't met yet. It's one thing if I met the Filipina in the United States, and we were dating and decided to get married there. It's one thing to, all right, we met there away from the family, and we got together, and so now she wants to live close to her family, but we pick a place that's close to her family that I like. But yeah, like I said, I'm not a province boy. I don't want to live in the province. So the one thing she's going to have to understand, we're not living in the province. We can live close to her family. But if I don't like, if it's in Cebu, on Cebu Island, if I don't like Cebu City, I don't know if I want to stay in Cebu. Dumaguete, Cebu may be too large of a city. I mean, my hometown was 70,000 people, maybe 80,000 people. At one time, might have been 100. But I've lived in San Diego, which is about 2-3 million people. And, I don't know, Robert. Like I said, I want a city. I want good hospitals. I'm 72 years old. So these are things I have to take in consideration. I'm here in Cebu because this is one of the best places to get dental work done. And that's why I'm here, because I got to get that done. Now they're talking about, yeah, Jerry, but your taste and my taste are different. And everybody, and that's the nice thing about it. We all could like the Philippines, but we may like different areas. I want a town, like I said, if I go to Mindanao, it would be probably Davao City. Hey, Mingay, thanks for coming. That's the area in Mindanao. That's the area I want to check out, is Davao City. And so I may be there. Davao City is where I want to go, and I believe that's Mindanao. So I want to check and then I'll be able to see Jamie and Danny and Robert if he's there. If that's all in Mindanao. But that's going to be a while. I'm sorry. Right now, I'm concentrating on getting this done. And now, to let you know, Jamie, I'm not much of a drinker anymore. I really don't drink much at all. I've had one glass of wine in the last year. That's how little I drank. The last 2 years, I've had a glass of wine and I think a rum and Coke. You go 3 years, I might have had a beer in there somewhere. Usually it's rum and Coke, but I'll drink beer occasionally. The glass of wine, it was a big glass too. It wasn't a small one, I'll be honest. About half a bottle. But it takes a lot of wine to get drunk. You know that. So little alcohol wine. But I don't drink. When I was younger, when I was in my teens, 20s, 30s, hell, even my 40s, I was a drinker. I really was. I did a bit of drinking. But I got all that out of my system. I'll have a drink to be sociable once in a while. But I don't want to go out and hang out in a bar. I will with you guys, only because that's what you guys want to do. But if there's a karaoke place that serves alcohol, but it's more karaoke, because I know you guys want to sing, I'd rather do that. And if I'm going to drink beer, I'd rather have San Miguel painted label. I haven't had one of those in years, and I do mean years. I'd say the last time I probably had a painted label, 75, 76. We're talking about 50 years since the last time I had a painted label. So, like I said, I'm not, I don't want to get in the habit of drinking a lot, especially as a single person, because I know some of the people come over here and they spend most of their time in the bars. And yeah, I've been to the Philippines, but back when I was in the Navy, Robert, I haven't been here since my Navy days. That sounds cool to me there, Jamie. But yeah, like I said, Robert, I haven't been to the Philippines since my Navy days. So we're talking over 50 years. All right. I was 21. I turned 21 in the Philippines. And that was my last trip. I'm 72 going on 73. So that tells you how long it's been since I've been here. I was in Subic Bay. Hey, Mildred, how you doing? Thanks for coming. I was in Subic Bay, Olongapo area when I was in the Navy. I worked in the Navy. My division was about 1/3 white, 1/3 black, and 1/3 Mexican and Filipino, mostly Filipino. And that's when I was on my first ship. My second ship, not quite that even of a split. My third ship, fewer Filipinos, but there were Filipinos that I dealt with every day. On shore duty, my division, I don't think there was a single Filipino in my division, but there was a lot of Filipinos on base. And some of those I knew from previous duty stations. And I got to know the others. And they would invite me to their homes and for parties and stuff. And I would go and meet their families and got to know them. This is back in the late 70s. So I've always had a great deal of respect for the Filipinos from working with them and then getting to know their families. And so, yes, I met both types of Filipinos. The ones that would rip you off in a heartbeat, those are the ones out in town working in certain areas. And some of them were decent people as well. I mean, it depends on what they were doing. But also there was the ones that you met that were so very friendly, so kind, so helpful. And I meet those here as well. I've talked about some of the women I wouldn't want to introduce to my family, but I've met some people that are great people, people who expected nothing from me and helped me. I was trying to get a grab, and the guy and the cab driver called me. I tried calling him back. We were having a hard time. And the guard asked for my phone, and he talked to him and got him right to where I was at. He was just helping me out. No expectations. Same thing with the drivers. They were all friendly. They picked me up, took me right where I needed to go, dropped me off. Not expecting anything but the price of the cab, the ride, the grab ride. I usually give them a tip. I did all but one, and I regretted not doing the one. That was the very first time I didn't pay a tip, but I pay a tip. I go to this Bowles restaurant there at Business Park, and anyway, he's one guy that works there happens to be, he knows my name now. I go there enough that he knows who I am. And so it's like, he just calls me Sir Larry. And very friendly guy. Like I said, he doesn't expect, he just knows who I am now. I've been there enough times. Like I said, I kind of stand out with the white chin whiskers. and the big fat body, you know. So, and I've been to Army Navy a few times, and one of the guys that work in there, I came in because, oh, you're back. I said, you're back again. And so, I mean, you know, they recognize you, they're friendly. Uh, so it's been a very pleasant experience. The people that work here, that they, like, I dropped my laundry off, let's say Friday. Now, not this Friday because it was a holiday, so I dropped it off on Thursday. It comes back on Saturday. You drop it off Friday, it comes back Saturday. If I'm not home, they'll bring it up and put it inside my door. If I'm at home, they'll come up, knock on the door, and hand it to me. They bring it up to me. And I turn my laundry in twice a week. I do my clothes, the permanent press stuff, on Friday and get it back on Saturday. My towels I do on Monday and get it back on Tuesdays. Instead of doing it all at one time, I do it twice a week. It cost a little more than when I was over in La Hougue. But La Hougue, I had to take it down there. I had to go down and pick it up. Here, the laundry comes, the people that do the laundry, they come here, pick it up, and then they bring it back. So I don't have to go anywhere. So you pay a little extra for that. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, that's part of it. I have a person that comes in once a week, sweeps, mops the floors, changes my sheets. I had the option of doing it every week or every other week or whatever I wanted. I just said, let's do it every week. I pay for the sheets every week, but the rest of it's free. They come in and clean the place up, sweep it, mop it, you know, clean the bathroom, all that good stuff. And it's free. It's part of my rent. They do it every week. I need to get some more stuff so I can do a little more. I got to clean the kitchen area. I can't do that just once a week, not if I'm cooking. That's not a good thing. So right now I'm using just a sponge and dish soap, but that should be good enough, I think, to get through. And so we'll continue doing that. But yeah, so I pay a little more than I really have to, but it makes it comfortable for me. It makes it more convenient. And like I said, I will adjust what I have to adjust, if I have to adjust anything. I mean, right now, the rent's not a problem. That's not going to be adjusted because I doubt if I can find a place I like as much as this one, cheaper than this one. So if there's an adjustment, it'll be an adjustment up in cost, not down in cost. And if I do that, up in cost is because, well, I decided I want to stay in Cebu longer, and I want the convenience of being able to walk to the mall, which I can't do that from where I'm at. And that would be the only way I would adjust up in my apartment cost. Now, the electricity cost, it's either going to stay the same or be adjusted down. Depends on what it costs me. Food, like I said, I could eat more here at home and just go out for a while and do something else and come back. I could eat all my meals here at home. Eat breakfast, go out for a few hours, get a ride back instead of waiting until late at night and then be home and cook my supper. I can do that if I need to. I could go out less. I could say, well, instead of going out 5 or 6 days, I'm only going to go out maybe 4 days and stay in the rest of the time. But I don't want to do that kind of an adjustment. I don't think I'll have to do that kind of adjustment. But like I said, we're also looking at trying to visit some places. Like I said, I do want to go to Dumaguete I'd like to go over and visit Dan and Minnie and Bye Bye. That's not an area that I would think I would move to, but I want to go over there and see it and visit them. And I think Mildred doesn't live far from there. Des, I don't think lives too far from there, so I'll visit with them. I want to go to, like I said, Davao City to see Jamie and Danny, and maybe see if I want to live. Davao City is one of the places I would think about moving to. And Robert, if he's there. I want to go to Elo, check it out if I haven't found someplace I want to live. Elo is a place I would check out to live. I don't really know anybody there to go visit that I can think of, but it is a place that looks interesting for living. But like I said, right now it's more about trying to figure out where I'm going to be, what I'm going to do. And like I said, right now it's Cebu because they have some of the best dental work here in Cebu. It's one of the better places, if not the best place in the Philippines for dental work. And so that's why we're going to be here for a while. Now, when I got a couple teeth that was holding the bridge in that I had that rotted and broke out. Now, the roots don't bother me any, but they're going to have to be removed to do some of the things. And I got a tooth they're talking about needs to be extracted as well. Now, because I'm diabetic, I started to mention this earlier, it can take up to a year for everything to heal. It takes longer to heal. They were hoping that the root, when they pull the root out, it wouldn't be so big that they couldn't just put the post in. The guy from the x-ray says the roots they're too big. They won't be able to put the post in. They'll have to let it heal up and then put the post in. So they're talking about a year before they can even put the post in and talk about doing the implants, which is what I want to do. So then they're talking about getting a partial and make a partial. And they asked me about it. And I said, yeah, I'll be willing to try the partial. Hey, Monroe, how you doing, man? We appreciate you coming, Monroe. Yeah, I'm in my apartment in Cebu, Philippines, buddy. I'm enjoying myself. Well, like I said, the landlord, they told me how much it is per kilowatt. I just don't remember it. And I will see the bill before I pay it. And I want to see if I can pay my rent and stuff with my card, because that will determine how much money I got to transfer from one account to, because I have a Bank of America bank account, and I got a USAA Federal Savings Bank account. I only use my USAA Federal Savings Bank account to withdraw money here in the States. Hey, Des, thanks for coming. And the reason for that is my USAA Federal Bank account, savings bank account, will reimburse the ATM fees that the bank that I go get money from charges me up to, it's either 15 or 20 bucks. I don't remember which. But that's still quite a bit of money, especially when you look at it in Filipino peso. They reimburse it. They don't charge me any money for using it out of ATM network. Okay. Bank of America does, and they don't reimburse. So they don't charge a lot, and there is no international fee for using it. But like I said, the USAA Federal Savings Bank is the best one to use, and that's the one I use here. My Social Security goes into my Bank of America, and then I transfer what I need into my USAA Federal Savings Bank. So I'm trying to figure out how much I need to transfer. I had quite a bit of money in that bank account before I came over. I've been using it. I just haven't reimbursed it yet. Because the first month, you're spending more money than normal. Such as, buying groceries, and not just groceries, but the stuff you need for your apartment. You first get here, especially when I was living in the hotels, I had to go out every meal. I had to eat every meal out. I could not eat any of my meals in. So you're spending for every meal. The restaurant I went to for breakfast wasn't cheap. It was real close by, so I did that. And sometimes I ate my dinner there too. And like I said, it wasn't cheap. You had to buy every cup of coffee out because you didn't have any place to get good cup of coffee. And, you couldn't make your own in the hotels. So you're spending more money. Now, I could walk from my apartment to the mall, but the mall that was close by was, oh my God, I never knew they had malls that small in the Philippines. It was just 2 floors and not much there. There really wasn't much shopping. They had a Watson's, which is a place kind of like a drugstore back home, kind of like a Price Right, or not Price Right, Price Right or something like that, where you can go and get different, bandages, soap, that kind of stuff, Watson's all over the place. And they're not a pharmacy, but a drugstore. You know the difference. But outside, they had a cell phone shop upstairs. They had a gym upstairs. But there wasn't much else. It was just restaurants after that. There really was very little shopping to do at JY Mall. Now, the supermarket, which was right next door, was a nice supermarket. It really was a nice supermarket. But like I said, I didn't have a refrigerator. And I didn't have any way to cook anything. So, I didn't buy much. I mean, I bought some sodas and stuff like that occasionally, but because I had one of those apartment refrigerators, if you know what that is. That's one of those things that's not much bigger than a couple feet tall. So I did have that, but I mean, I didn't have anything to cook. And so I would buy soda, put that in the refrigerator and keep it cold. And I'd have something to drink once in a while besides water at the hotel room. Because I didn't have coffee there. So it was water and pop, or G0, Gatorade Zero, whatever you want to call it. I always had one or the other, Coke Zero, G0. So, it just wasn't comfortable to me. I need a place that, like I said, that let me spread out, let me relax. And I don't believe a studio would do that, because apartments, the hotel rooms are probably close to the size of the studios. The studio might be a little larger, but not much. And there's just no way for me to get comfortable and spend all day in the studio. Whereas in my apartment, I don't know if I'm leaving today. I haven't decided if I'm going anywhere. I'll decide later. I know I'm not going anywhere for a few hours. I'm going to eat my meal here. And if I go out, I'll go out late enough. I'll have my supper out and do some walking. And yeah, Dave has got a pretty good memory there, Monroe. I'm sorry I just now noticed it. But yeah, all right, folks. Look, I've been going almost 2 hours total, And I need another cup of coffee. I haven't had a cup of coffee for well over an hour. And I need a cup of coffee. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this one down. I want to thank you all for coming. I want to remind you now, be kind to each other. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Plus, have fun. Thanks, everybody. I will try to do another one next week. Bye. Enjoy yourselves.